5th. And this is the BS Show,
All
sponsored by Century 21 Right Realty. That to my left, or on your screen, my right. Backwards. It's the magic of technology. That's Brad Fowler over there. The BDB. How you doing, BDB?
Doing all right. SW.
Yeah.
CMSW.
CMSW.
Councilman.
Oh, Councilman. I got you. So that's BDB. I'm Sean Wright. This is the Century 21 Right Realty BS Show. And we're going to try to get back to a little rusty, try to get back to our old ways.
Yep.
Talk about some real estate, talk about some nonsense, talk about Tiger Woods, y'all.
Yeah.
I think Brad's going to take that segment. Let y'all know what's going on. Y'all post in the comment section on century21.com, or not century21.com, Century 21 Right Realty Facebook page. We're broadcasting over LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, MNLP, YouTube, everything. There's like 31 sites we're streaming to, but we respond to the post on century21rightrealty.com.
Yeah.
So like, comment, share, let us know where you're watching from so we know to thank you from there. First and foremost, we're realtors. We don't just do this show for fun.
Although it is fun.
Yeah. So let's just jump right into some real estate and go bam. Brad, what you got?
We got a featured listing in Shelbyville, but it's not what you picture. This is a 7,500 square foot home, 5 baths, 5 bedrooms, 2 half baths. Does that equal a full bath?
2 halves theoretically equals I guess you could take a bath in a toilet. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, but this is like the only area where 2 halves don't make a whole.
That's right. That's correct.
But it's in Shelbyville. It is 361 Riverbend Country Club Road. And what is the price on this one? It's
$7 and a quarter.
$7 and a quarter. So you're getting 7,500 square feet for $725,000.
It's right back on the market.
Incredible.
We've had a contract working on it for 4 months that fell apart yesterday. So it's on the market again, and here's where we are. I mean,
tried to make it work for the buyers, but it just
didn't work out. Yeah. So if you want a great house in Shelbyville, here it is.
Sitting on hole number 4, T-box.
T-box, hole number 4 on the country club.
So you can sit back there and make fun of people.
That's right. That's what I would do.
And the house is in a good spot where it won't slice into your house.
Yeah, even as bad as I slice, I'm not hitting that house.
Speaking of slicing, gotta give a shout out to Jeremy Head's Golf Shop. Got a new driver there. I gotta say, instead of my balls going like 100 yards and slicing off out of the atmosphere, now they go even further
and slice over to the atmosphere.
I don't even hear them hit anymore.
Yeah.
It goes over the trees. It goes a lot further, but the slice is just that much more beautiful.
I always like to say I play for the fairway, but it's the fairway over there.
Yep. Fun.
So I don't play for the fairway that I'm on. I play over there.
Gotta love it. But
what a frustrating
got some good
game.
stuff.
Think about how frustrating that game is. No matter.
Well, you ain't lying.
I mean, you just go out there and you play. You hit a little white ball that you got to go chase and follow. Sometimes you get to drive a cart around. Sometimes you don't. Then you go hit it another 10 foot and go chase it again. Who knows? I try to play 80 on the first 3 holes.
Nice. Let's see. We got a few. Let's see, Mr. Rick Rigsby. You got to get out and sell something. I assume he's talking to you.
I need to sell something. No,
pull these all up.
I'm just trying to be like Sally now.
All right, she's got it going on.
Sally is number 1.
But thanks to all who've joined in. We've got a few joined in. Thank you for that. But so vaccines. We've been talking some about these vaccines. Are they still doing that?
They're still doing vaccines, yeah.
Where are they doing them?
You register on the health department or Kroger or Walmart or Beckman's or Walgreens. You register online and then they give you an appointment to go back and do those vaccines.
Where at?
At any of those places.
Oh, I thought it was in the arm.
Oh, yeah. No. They give it to you in the arm right here.
Ah, gotcha. Soreness. Do you know anybody that's had it done?
I personally had it done. it's you don't feel the shot at all whatsoever. About 8 hours later, it gets your arms like a Charlie horse type of thing.
That's not bad. Compared to the alternative, right?
Yeah. So the next day I was perfectly fine. So that's how it is.
Okay.
So anybody that needs, I think they're on 1Cs now, which are anyone 16 years of age or older that has a health condition, diabetes, blood pressure, obesity, you're on the list. Anyone 65 or older, any medical professional, and any teacher. That's who's good in Tennessee. The tip that I've heard is that if you want to get one, register for like all the counties that you'd be willing to drive to, and that way you may not get in. If you live in Rutherford, Davidson, Williamson, you may not be able to get in one of those, but you may be able to get into Moore County or Franklin County or Lincoln County or somewhere like that.
Okay.
You may be able to get in there faster. So register the diameter in which, or the radius in which you're willing to drive.
Okay. Sounds good. Good tip. And Rick says online Kroger 2 days ago.
Online Kroger 2 days ago. There you go.
There you go.
Beckman's Pharmacy, a local pharmacy in Murfreesboro, they're doing them too. Pretty much all the pharmacies, Kroger's, Walmart, Sam's Club, the governments, everybody's doing them.
So it should be.
You should be good to get one. There's 3 different vaccines: the Pfizer vaccine, the Moderna vaccine. Both of those require 2 shots, and then the Johnson & Johnson's 1 shot.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah. So I'm terrified of needles, like deathly terrified, and I pass out in the sight of them. They don't even have to be my needle; they can be yours. And so
we could have so much fun with that.
Just somebody bring a needle and just shot and just fall out. But so I have a tendency to fall out every time I have a needle, and so I get the COVID shot, and they put you in a room to watch you for 15 minutes to make sure you're not having side effects.
Oh, okay.
And I've already had the shot, and I'm just now starting to get woozy. The little nurse goes, "You look like you're turning kind of green," and I'm going. I turn to my wife and I go, "You know what's going to be bad is if I pass out after having this shot, they're going to think it was a side effect of the shot, and they're going to hospitalize me." I go, "I can't pass out. I can't pass out." I'm like anything I can do not to psych myself
out. That's a weird feeling because when you feel it coming on,
everything's tunneling in.
Almost.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. But the whole waiting 15 minutes, I used to get allergy shots, and they would make you do that to make sure that you didn't have a reaction to that. And I actually got fussed at one time because I never had reactions to it. And I left, and I was doing them every week. Then you taper back, I think, every 2 weeks. Then it got to be monthly. And she actually got on to me, the one that was giving the shots, getting on to me about leaving. She was like, "If you had an allergic reaction, you could die."
You could
trying
die.
to make it all serious. I thought, well, I guess I'll hang out a few minutes, and all they do is check you and make sure you're all right. And I guess for the vaccine, no extra arm growing out.
No, I haven't grown an extra leg or an extra eyeball or anything like that yet.
So moving right along.
We got some more comments. What kind of comments do we have?
We have. I don't know. I love this technology. Helps to know how to work it.
Every time I hit the button, it starts playing the video, so I can't. It's not doing me any good.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Looks like Miss Joanna's watching. Hello, Joanna. Hello, my mom, Marcia fella. Thank you for the cup. Harsh Marsh is responsible for this. Thank you.
Anybody died of the shot? I'm not aware of that, so I don't want to speak to that.
Not that I know of.
I'm sure if there was, they would be all over the news.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe not. It just depends.
And I will say, there's, again, just like last year, there's people dying this year that's never died before.
That's right. And there's some people that die every day.
Right. Once is enough for me.
Once is enough.
Hold off on that.
Or in the case of James Bond, he dies another day.
Right. Live to die another day.
All right. Weekend plans, Brad.
Well, we don't have anything. We've been working the last several weekends, so we're going to take this one and just kind of
relax.
Take it easy. Yeah, we're moving our home office to a bedroom that emptied out maybe a month ago. So we're going to get that all worked in and get that underway. But yeah, nothing too major. That's a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to relax a little bit.
It's great.
Might do some showings, but What about you?
I'm going to play with my car.
Ah,
Nice weekend. Good time to do it. So
beautiful.
I'm going to try to knock out some stuff on my car.
Good deal.
You know, Brad, this is interesting. The people in the audience don't know this, but we're in a new Century 21 Right Realty studio.
Yeah, it looks the same.
It looks the same.
It's a whole different area. C21 Studios.
Totally different floor of the building.
Right.
Totally different room. But we're kind of going back to the start of the show, though. We got the same backdrop we used to. We got the same table we started at when we originally started doing the show. So it's like, even though we're in a totally different studio and totally different place in the office, it's like we're in the same place.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's funny. And this backdrop, it's been through a lot. You know, we get asked about the wrinkles every once in a while, but each wrinkle has a story behind it.
That's
this
right.
thing's been in some good places, and
it's been to open houses.
Been there for us, man.
It's been there for us.
Yeah.
We have done a lot with this backdrop.
Yeah.
Santa Claus has been in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
A reindeer's been in front of it. It's been to swimming pools.
Yeah.
It's
tornado.
It has been in a tornado.
Yeah.
It's been trick-or-treating. I mean, this backdrop has been everywhere, so at some point, Brad and I have to get a new backdrop. But
yeah, it's going to be sad.
Or we got to figure out how to unwrinkle this one, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. Any tips? Is it canvas or what's the material?
Yeah, it's like canvas. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any tips? We have a steamer, but we never tried to use it. So
yeah, worried about all the print coming off.
Right. Yeah. So any tip? If you're a sign company, Matt Carr, maybe you can tell us how to unwrinkle our step and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know.
We'll
figure something out.
So I have been paying attention to this. In our new studio, we have a lot better cell reception. Like our little Wi-Fi meter is doing a lot better in the new studio.
Rick says, I guess when we was talking about the studio being in a different spot, he says, we don't look any better. No studio's going to help with that.
Yeah. We tried to get a new camera. It didn't work either.
We need some Hollywood magic
for that. That's right. The studio looks a lot better, though.
Sad truth.
Yeah, the studio looks a lot better. All right. Tiger Woods put one in the rough the other day.
Oh, out of bounds.
He sliced it bad. That's the most out of bounds he's ever been. But he doesn't remember being there.
No, that's true. What was the cause? I
don't think they've ever said a cause.
I might know less about this than anybody, but I just know he had a really bad wreck and jacked one of them legs up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, terrible. Bringing up Tiger Woods makes me think of his son. Have you seen his son play golf?
He's good.
His mannerisms and everything are just like Dad's. I mean, the stare down the fairway, the swing, the little fist pump. It's like he's mini-me.
Oh, like, if he does emulate that, he's going to be doing pretty good.
Come here, mini-me. Excellent.
Yep. Oh, man. So is he going to be out for good? Or
he says he's going to try to recover, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, he's what? Had scandal. Didn't he have some back
issues?
I mean, he's been playing over 20 years. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that, but
no,
he has.
No, that's weird.
I mean, I think somebody said the other day he can now qualify for the senior tour.
That's wild. Well, you see pictures of him earlier, and it really shows, like anybody he's aged, but it's just weird to think about that it's been that long.
Living in a Waffle House that long, it really is a hard life.
Yep. Hello, Miss Susan and Haley. Thanks for joining in.
Well, I like Waffle House, but Tiger Woods kind of takes it to another level.
Oh,
all right, so Sean's featured listing.
Yeah, what
Bam!
You got? It just did it.
Did it. That was amazing. It's amazing how the technology, you just point at it and it goes away. Yeah. That's 1129 Tiberius Way in Murfreesboro. 4,300 approximate square footage. Four bedroom, 3.5 bath. Bonus over a oversized 3-car garage. A loft area where it'd be good for a pool table. A theater room. Box it off to make another room instead of leaving it open. So you could have a 5th room. It's a totally custom home. 2x6 exterior walls. 400 amp electrical service. In-ground swimming pool that's heated and salted. 1.44 acres. Did I say it was on a creek also?
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Overall creek side frontage does not require any flood insurance.
Right.
That's very important. No flood insurance required. Huge lot if you want your kids to go out and play, or if you want to go out and play. If you don't have any kids, that's fine. You can still play in the yard. If you got a fisherman, I don't know if you can really catch any fish in Overall Creek, but you can go over there and cast lines just to get away from people.
Yeah. It might be deep enough to catch.
You can catch some crawfish, do some mud bugs.
Yeah.
Hang out at the pool. It's got lots of room to entertain. Both of these houses we've talked about today are entertainment houses.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt
about it.
One's in Showa, one's in Murfreesboro. They both qualify for the Century 21 Finds Homes and Estates programs. Great, great, great houses. You give us a call for either one of them, 615-838-0653, and bam, it's gone.
Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Don't do that with me.
I'll make Brad disappear. Hold on.
And I know we talked earlier when Tiberius hit the market that weekend. It was what, Super Bowl weekend?
Yeah.
And I had said if it goes under contract that weekend, I will polar plunge into that pool. Well, that still stands. And I know it's getting a little bit warmer, but pool water is still very cold. They keep the pool clean, so if it goes under contract before it gets warm, I may just still do a polar plunge into it.
Well, even if it doesn't, even if it's not warm, you'll still do a plunge, right?
Sure.
Right off the slide, just.
I don't know if that slide's made for me.
It's not made for me either.
But anybody doubts I can do a backflip, I'll prove it to you.
But it's only 5.5 foot deep. Don't do a back. Don't do that to yourself.
Do that.
Don't do it to yourself, Brad. Why is it not doing it?
End up with compacted spine, crack the pool.
Yeah, crack the pool. Brad's laid out. It's everything.
Okay. No polar plunge.
No polar
plunge. Let's get under contract.
Well, yeah, let's just get under contract and we'll go from there. Brad, let's talk about some listing tips. We've talked about 2 great listings today. You've seen kind of those pictures that we've brought up. Let's go, bam, and let's move.
Do that.
Let's move this one up to here. All right, maybe not.
Do it.
No, it's gone. It's back.
I made it disappear.
Oh, there it is.
I snapped with the other hand.
Boom. They're both there now.
Nice.
All right, look at those pictures. That's marketing, marketing, marketing. When you're listing a house, Brad, the pictures do sell the property.
They definitely get the process started.
Yeah, so if you have bad pictures online, bad marketing online, you're less likely to get people in the door to look at your house.
Yeah. And by which he means crooked, half a finger in the picture. You know, I've seen some that were just rough, man.
Now, if your home is priced right and it's under $650,000 in today's market in Middle Tennessee, it's probably selling pretty fast.
Excuse me.
But when you have these upper level houses like this, they got to be marketed correctly. Even those houses that are going to sell fast, it's still advantageous to you to maximize the money you're going to make on the house to be marketed correctly. Yeah. So what other kind of tips do you have to help somebody get their house ready to list?
Well, for starters, curb appeal. Aside from the pictures, the outside curb view of the house is the first impression of that house. Excuse me. I don't know what's in this, but it's good. But yeah, fresh landscaping, fresh mulch, some colorful flowers, front door, maybe shutters, fresh color paint. Curb appeal is huge.
So that's your first visual impression. The second best thing is, and don't go, my house doesn't stink. Your house may stink. It's okay. Get a friend of yours that will tell you the truth to walk through your house, or your realtor, and say, what do you smell as soon as you walk in the door?
Right.
If a third-party person tells you, hey, man, your house got a little odor, you need to do something about it. Yeah, don't get mad. Fix it. If you walk into a house that stinks, you don't want to buy it either.
Right.
So think about the average person. You're used to the smell. So even if it does stink, you can't smell it because you're in it every day and you're acclimated to it and you don't smell it. So have a third-party person come in, just say, okay, it smells okay, or it stinks, or whatever. So
yeah, you'd be surprised, and I'm sure you see it too, but going in houses that have a weird odor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, people talk about pets. I don't smell pets often at all. But sometimes there's something else.
There's some
that's
funky
not a pet
food.
smell,
Somebody's been eating some curry, or there's
something strong.
Strong smells. Cigarette smoke's one of the worst. I mean, cigarette smoke, you walk in, you go.
Yeah, there's no.
And there's no easy way to resolve it.
Yeah.
So those are a couple listing tips. We're going to try to bring some listing tips to you every Friday. We got some new format changes we're going to bring on. We've got some this kind of goes right into the next topic. We are adding a bunch of realtors. A bunch. We've added about 8 realtors since, November?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, since November, we've about a third bigger. We're still looking to bring more people in. Every Friday, we are going to bring an agent in our office onto the BS show as a special guest. And they're going to talk about themselves, promote themselves, and actually go in the gauntlet of Brad and me making fun of them. Not on their real estate, just period. Just because we make fun of everybody. So,
starting with ourselves.
With ourselves. That's why this camera is way back over there.
So we had a couple people join in. Troy Burnett, he tunes in a lot. He said he wants me to do it in a thong. I guess the polar plunge. Rick says he has arm floaties for me.
Good.
Of course, Mom says she likes the Yeti Cup. Ross List, thank you for the help with the VFW post.
Absolutely.
$45.75.
Absolutely. Anything I can do to help veterans, I'm all
Absolutely.
for.
Thank you for tuning in. See who we got. Tucker, Nettie. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. It's always cool to have people tune in and say hey.
Absolutely. All right, so if you want to get into the real estate business, let us know. Brad, news story you can't believe. We're back to the
Is
news
it
story.
COVID related?
Head, darn it, I couldn't. It's COVID related, but not COVID related. So
Okay.
it's a COVID story, but it doesn't. It's not a COVID thing. A man, California man. Shocker. Not a Florida guy though, so we're doing a little better. California man was so scared of flying in an airplane to go back to California to his house that he hid in O'Hare Airport in Chicago for over 3.5 months.
Wow.
They
Airport
said
food for 3.5 months.
Well, they said he would eat food that just random people in the airport would hand to him. He stole an operation manager's badge while the guy was in the bathroom.
Wow.
So he could access areas in the airport. And somebody came up to him and goes, "Look, we keep seeing you in the airport. Who are you?" And he took his mask off, and the badge he presented was this operation manager's badge that had been reported missing in October.
Wow.
The guy who saw the badge knew the operations manager personally and said, "You are not this guy." They arrested California man for felony trespassing, felony like saying you're somebody else, impersonation, and several other charges. He did stay away from catching COVID the last 5 months, but now he's going to the clink.
Right. And he was diagnosed with COVID?
That's the next story. I'm waiting for that follow-up. Hey, got away from COVID in the airport for 3.5 months, but now you're going to the clink. You catch the COVID the first day.
There you go. And I'm sure the quality of food, although free, is going to be down.
Yeah.
That's what Ross says. He says that he was probably broke from the food prices.
Yeah, but from what their article said was he wasn't buying food. People were literally handing him food like just an average homeless person or whatever.
Yeah.
How many homeless people do you see on the terminal side of an airport? He had to get a ticket to get to that side.
Yeah, right. How do you spend that kind of time away from work?
Your family, your people, everything.
So,
I guess when you have a bag, you have your phone and your chargers and all that. I mean, did he have checked baggage? Did his checked baggage get to or did he just have like a carry-on? Yeah. There's lots of questions I'd like to have answered.
Yeah, that one was he Russian. I think Troy's talking about the movie with Tom Hanks, where he was stuck, like neither country could let him in and go back or come in, and he stayed there a long time. I
mean, just stuck in an airport terminal. That sounds like I don't even like being in the airport terminal long. I like to get to the airport, and I've got TSA pre-check, so I go right through the thing and be there right as the gate opens.
Yeah, no doubt. Get on in there.
Yeah. So, who knows? Any more comments?
No. Just more about the Tom Hanks movie. I forget what it's called.
I don't remember that either. There's a story about something like that. Well, Brad.
It was fun.
It was fun to be back in front of the BS show.
We should do this again.
We'll do it again Monday.
All right,
12
Monday,
o'clock.
Noon o'clock.
In the new studio again. If you'd like to be featured on the BS show and you're not a realtor with a different company, reach out to Brad or I, and we'll put you on here to talk about whatever you do. That's Brad Fowler. I'm Sean Wright, Century 21 Wright Realty BS Show, and